Yes. Good morning, good morning, good morning, people. How's it going? Hope everyone's good. Getting what they want out of life, enjoying themselves, connecting with people, new people. And that's one thing I want to speak about today was love and romance. Okay? The most sacred love. The connection between two people, an unbreakable bond, falling in love, the ups and downs, riding the storms, the good, the bad days. Yeah, but they're all worth it. Okay, so let's take it back to the start of creation. Okay, when we first come into this planet, and we was very light in energy. Okay, so it wasn't as dense as this. We was very light. Yeah, and it was hard to think right now, but because this planet has got so dense. Yeah, if you imagine when you see the most beautiful dancer dancing and so eloquent and they're just moving, you know, and they just captivate you. Yeah, that's the closest we can get, because our being was very light then, so we were just the purest, lightest energy. The molecules weren't as tight together, so we was very light. And you know, we would have sex in them days. You know, we'd love each other, fall in love, but yeah, we didn't need to reproduce because we was infinite beings. Yeah, we live forever. The vessel was created and we was created to live forever. Yeah, but it's the fallen consciousness that has made us this dense. Okay, but we're raising back up now. We're raising the vibration back up. Okay, so we didn't need to reproduce because we never died. So let's take it forward to now, to relationships these days. Okay, but I just want to take it back a little bit to, you know, a few generations before. You know, before there was any internet. Yeah, there was, what I say, not even that long ago, 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. Yeah, let's take my grandma and granddad, for example. Yeah, the most beautiful relationship, best friends, okay? And, you know, the older generation, you know, to meet someone, you'd have to go out to the pub, or you'd have to see him face to face. Yeah, and there was no preconception or prejudgment, because, you know, there was no, oh, let me just check the Facebook profile, or let me just check this or check that. Yeah, it was just straight up connection, no judgment, taking people at face value, and that is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, and that's what I wanted to do. That's why I created Hitch, because I wanted to take it back to face connection. You know, sitting there in the presence, feeling someone's energy, yeah, and just feeling them as a person, okay, and not worrying about what this person said about me or that person, or this prejudgment. Yeah, it was just so natural and pure and open to everyone. Okay, so we need to get back to that as a human race. Yeah, that true romance. Yeah, and it's absolutely beautiful. Falling in love is beautiful. Okay, now let's take it to this day and age. Okay, with the internet and so many sidetracks and so many people thinking the grass is greener, you know, heads being turned left, right and center. So why is this? Okay, so the first truth that I wanted to point out is, if you look at the music industry and advertisement, yeah, everything has become about sex. Yeah, it's become about the illusion of the body. Yeah, it's become about the curves, and, you know, it's become about the root chakra. It's pulling on that energy. It's pulling in that energy. Yeah, and it's tapping into our psyche to look for sex everywhere we go. Okay, And don't get me wrong, yeah, when the initial attraction has to be there, you know, and it's beautiful when someone's expressing their self and their sexuality in a dance or, you know, in a piece of art, you know, and it's absolutely beautiful. But what the elite are doing now, which is very, very clever, yeah, they're using music artists and songs that the kids are listening to, you know, Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, Beyonce, you know. She took a little turning point, Beyonce, and started to write a little bit of her own music. But, yeah, consciously or unconsciously, what they do, you know, Rude Boy, can we get it up? Yeah, all these dances, you got the kids singing these songs, you know, and it's subliminally playing on their mind, okay? And, you know, some of my nieces and nephews listen to these, so I'm not going to say that, like, turn the radio off, do this, but I'm just making you aware. Yeah, there's the latest song that my friend put on about Nicki Minaj, and it's got two cartoon characters, but it's quite exposing, yeah? So there's these subliminal things that the elite use, yeah? You know, years and years ago, Disneyland, a lot of uncovered things are coming out about Disneyland now in the sky when they had sex written in stars. So there's all these subliminal messages to think we are powerless. Okay, and because they've got such a big following, such a popular following, that we can't stop this, but we can, and it is now. These things are being brought to light. Okay, so this is what's turning our heads, and what's the only thing that we can't control is who we fall in love with. Yeah, and they want us to have sex as young as we can. Yeah, these are what these industries are wanting to do, because as soon as we start having sex, then we start having babies. Yeah, and these babies need feeding. So then we get put in the system because we love our children, we want the best, so we will work or do whatever we need to do to feed our children. Yeah, so they're very smart in what they're doing. Yeah, but now we're waking up. People are having babies a lot older in their life now, when they're settled in careers and they're ready to have children. Okay, I'm not judging. My mum had me when she was 21. You know, and she did whatever she had to do to bring us up, and we had a good childhood. She gave us what we needed at that time. Yeah, so the internet is making people's heads turn. This advertisement is making people's heads turn. You know, these perfect profiles that people are putting up in all different poses, guys and girls. It's not just girls, it's guys and girls, you know, and it's making people's heads think the grass is greener. People are always wanting more. Yeah, they're never happy with what they've got. There's so many things out there and so many things to consume. That we're always like, oh, that might be better, this might be better. And you know what? It never is. So when you get someone and you're with someone, you just be happy that you're in a happy relationship and you fell in love, because there's a lot of people out here that they're in relationships and they're not even happy. You maybe not even be in love, you know, and you may feel a little bit trapped. You know, let me talk about my relationships experience, for example. You know, I'm not going to pretend that I'm some angel, because I'm not some angel. Yeah, I have tried many fruits on the tree and I have enjoyed them fruits. Okay, you know, and the people I've been with and had relationships with, you know, I've always left it very respectfully. And, you know, if I still see them people out now, you know, I will let on to them, because I'm and them are at a mature enough level to be like, yeah, it just wasn't for us and it just didn't work, you know, and that's cool. But I've been in one relationship, probably my main relationship, you know, where I got a little bit trapped and I was too much of a coward, okay, to let that go. But don't get me wrong, if you're in a relationship and you like each other, you know, you put 110% in from each side and you try and patch your problems up, because a relationship without problems, you know, isn't a relationship. You've got to go through the rough to make you stronger. Okay, so when I was in a relationship, in this particular one, you know, she was like wanting me to move in, and she was moving all things dead quickly, but because of my work and because I was working in town, everything just kind of fit in. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. Done it, moved in, you know. And then it was like, it wasn't working. You know, we was having fun here and there, don't get me wrong, but in my heart, I knew I wasn't going to be with this person for the rest of my life. Because of my work and, you know, things that my mind was more concentrated on at that time, I tried my best to make it work. You know, and in most of the relationships that I've been in, you know, you become more of like a father figure to these people because you're teaching them about the world, you're teaching them about the way of life, and you're teaching them how to handle problems. And, you know, they might have been a little bit insecure, but I'm cool with that, and I will lift them up every day, and I will make them feel more secure, and I'll tell them they're beautiful. Yeah. You know, and we learn from each other. It just wasn't them learning from me. You know, we learned from each other. And, you know, we got to a point where she went away for a little bit, and when I realised I was such a free spirit, yeah, and I got let loose for 3 months when she went to do a show in America, I knew that I didn't want to be with this person, but I was too much of a coward to say anything. Yeah, and then when she come back, I thought I needed to be in that relationship, okay? But then I realised that I didn't, so we tried patching it up. Yeah, but inside, sometimes when you're in a relationship, you've just got to have that courage, yeah, to walk away, because if you keep leading and egging that person on, yeah, and it's just getting deeper and deeper, and you're not being true to yourself or them, you need to be a little bit selfish at times, yeah, for the best of both worlds, and say, sorry, for the best of both your worlds, each other's worlds, separately, and say, this relationship isn't working. You know, maybe we need a break for a few years, a few months, yeah? Or maybe you just go your separate ways and you wish each other the best of luck. Yeah, but I had to pluck up the courage to say, this isn't for me. It's not working. Yeah, for the both of us. You know, and anyone I get with now, where I put my time into, you know, I will see and meet different people. And if they're not right for me, then, you know, I won't waste either of our time, because the only person I could get with now would be someone who's willing to, you know, come on this spiritual journey with me and understand, you know, the journey, and do this journey together, you know, build each other, want the best for each other. So, you know, see some relationships where, you know, one person starts doing well, and the other person starts to get jealous because they don't want them to do well, because they want them to be at their level all the time. It's not even about levels, it's about being with someone who's going to support you and love you for you, and they want you to be the best you can be. And when you shine, they shine, because you're together and you're a unit, okay? And you're always going to give each other good advice. And another thing as well, you need to have separate lives as well. You need to have your own individual lives and go out with your friends. Yeah, you can't spend 24 hours together, because, you know, you need that little bit of absence to make the heart grow fonder. You know, if you want to say, look, I want to chill tonight, your mate's a phone, you go out, you have a top night, yeah, and you come home whenever you're ready. Yeah, don't get me wrong, in the past when I've been seeing people, I've been out and I've been like, yeah, I'm going to be home at 12, 1 o'clock. And your mate's just like, oh, just stay for a bit longer, or just come to this party, just come and do that. And, you know, so you're just like, right, I'll stay for a little bit longer. You might forget to text them, and you get there at 3 o'clock. Next thing, they're not answering the phone, they're not answering the door. You're thinking, shit, they're going to kick my ass in the morning. Yeah, but that's just part of life. Nothing's perfect, is it? You know, so then you got to get some patching up to do. Yeah, but another thing is, what I learned is just to always be honest. Yeah, don't tell lies, just tell them where you went, who you was with, who was there. It's when you start telling lies, and I know when people are lying, because I know in their eyes and I know in their energy, yeah. And I'd rather tell someone the absolute truth if they don't want to hear it, yeah, than tell them a bunch of lies. Yeah, because well, if you're telling someone lies, you're just lying to yourself, you're lying to the relationship, you're lying to the time that you put into that person, so it becomes false. Yeah. You need to be strong. This is what strong relationships are about these days, is honesty, okay? My best friends will always be honest with me, and they'll tell me the absolute truth because they love me and they want the best for me, yeah? So, relationships these days, yeah? You need to be on the same page as each other, okay? You need to be understanding each other. You need to be planning where you want to go together. And another thing is, you know, it might take, to me, when I meet someone, anyone could be nice for the first few dates, and you know, you can get to like them. But really, to me, it takes a few months to get to know someone properly before you can commit and say, look, I want to be with this person, you know. And then when you're with this person and you start to fall in love, you know, it's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful, you know. And it can blossom and blossom, and you can get happy and live happier ever after. Yeah, but like I'm saying, you've got to be on the same path and the same journey. So honesty is the one. Yeah, and you know your friends will give you good advice when you're with someone, because yeah, you get the friends that start getting jealous. Oh, they're not coming out with me as much anymore. They're not coming in these places. When my friends get in relationships and I see them fall in love, it warms my heart, because I think, yes, brother, you know, you spend as much time as you want, and you shout them whenever to go out, or you don't, we just call each other now and again to catch up, yeah? And, you know, you get your real friends that are happy for you when you're in these relationships. You know, and they want to see you happy, and then you can all go out together. You know, we all go out together and have a buzz together. Yeah, so in a few years or whenever it's ready, I will bring Hitch back. Yeah, because there's nothing more beautiful than getting single people together and watching them fall in love. And you know, and these days it's become more about people being on, they want to put as many pictures on Instagram as they can of each other, and they want to look like they're in a happy relationship. They're more bothered about what people think than the relationship that they're actually in. Yeah, and you just want to make that person happy. It don't matter what anyone else thinks or anyone else has to say. You know, you don't need to put pictures online. You don't even see not know you're in a relationship until you're ready for them to know. Yeah. So let's take it back to how it should be. Yeah. Let's take it back to how the older generations do it, you know. And if you want to say to someone that I like you, yeah, then you go up and you just tell that person that you like him. Yeah, you know, these days too many people are scared to be like, yeah, I like you. Can I have your phone number, or can we go out, or if that's too much, can I add you online and start to get to know you? You know? That's what it's about. So yes, wishing everyone happy relationships, wishing everyone finds love on this planet, because there's someone for everyone. You know, people talk about twin flames, soulmates, all this good stuff. It's all leading to the same truth of two people connecting on a deeper level, yeah, and becoming best friends, becoming a unit, becoming a team, you know, taking on the world together, yeah, got each other's back through thick and thin. Yeah, lifting each other, you know. And remember, always love yourself before you get into a relationship. Don't look for happiness in a relationship. Love yourself. Yeah, don't come into a relationship with an empty cup. Both come with your cups full. Yeah, and then you're fulfilling each other's lives, and that leads to happy relationships, and that blossoms because there's no holes or dents anywhere. Yeah, it's just all up, and you're both lifting each other. Okay, so yeah, wishing everyone luck, love, happiness, all that good stuff, you know. And I'll see you soon. Peace.